And just so you know, when I post all this stuff, it's because I want people to see the struggle as well as when God pulls me out of it, it gives me my blessings, right? And for those that aren't clapping when I win, but are wishing on my destruction and actually actively throwing stones as I'm trying to ascend each time, for whatever reason, whether you have demons that irritate, that my light irritates, somebody told you, whispered something in your ear that wasn't true about me, whatever reason, you decided to do whatever you do to hurt other people, right? And be so cruel to other people. Just know it's coming back on reverberation, and it's coming back. Return to sender, reply all, tenfold, 10 by 10. The call is hers, I said. It's coming back. So you want to laugh? Have your laugh. That's fine. He who laughs last, laughs longest, right? And the thing is, the saddest part is that I wouldn't want to laugh at you, even if you went through all the things that you put me through. This past year alone, imagine this, right? Imagine being by yourself, right? By yourself. You've been put through smear campaign upon smear campaign. You've been systematically gang stalked, right? To the point where if you react, it's reactive abuse. And then people say, look, see, that's exactly what I was saying. She was this, she was that. But meanwhile, they're throwing wrenches in the mix the whole time. Like, if you could dodge a ball, you could dodge a wrench, I guess. But here's the thing, right? Okay, so this year was crazy. It was crazy. It started off, last year around this time, I was in the courtyard, in the shelter that I posted all about. And then I was in temporary housing for the past year because I was taking care of medical. Imagine being stuck, right? Imagine complex post-traumatic stress disorder, right? Severe social anxiety because of what people, and that's the saddest thing, because I do love people, but the cruelty is next level. So imagine not wanting to come out of your house because of what people have done to you, right? Imagine having to work through shifts crying hysterically because people are harassing you, people are giving you notes that say blasphemers must. People are coming up and threatening to hurt you, pulling weapons out on you, and then you call the local police and they never show up. More than likely because they're paid off, Or anytime I ask for help, they're not gonna help me. They're gonna stand for their boys, right? Okay, back your boys, but don't ask why people don't like you. This is why. I've reported things. I've asked for help time and time again. I've been vocal about things. I've been vocal about what was happening to children in the place I was at. Nobody even looked into that. Because they said the local is probably on the payroll, and they're more than likely right. So anyway, so imagine all that, right? And then you get put into a facility here where you're just trying to make it through. You're treading water. You don't have security because my cortisol levels were like 600 from being put through that's what happens when you're put through constant trauma. I have complex grief syndrome because I wasn't able to properly grieve my grandparents as they passed. My grandfather passed and all the vultures glommed in, and one side screwed me over while I was crippled, right? Okay. Screwed me, left me for dead, and the other side came in to finish me off because they thought I had money. And then when they found out I didn't have money, they decided they're gonna just do it anyway and take a policy out like they did on my aunt. Okay. Alright. So imagine all that, right? Imagine your family turning, people that know you too, people that know you so well, listening to a smear campaign. And if you listen, okay, that's all I need to know. Like, you didn't come and find out you knew me for how long, and you didn't come ask, you just looked the other way. Like I said with Pontius Pilate, you wash those hands, you're just as guilty for crucifying Jesus as anybody was. You could have stopped it at any time. You could have said something. You could have spoke up. but you did it. Okay. On top of that, I've been crippled like 5 different times. Maybe more, probably more by now, to where I couldn't walk. I had to relearn how to walk again. There were times when I didn't think I was going to be able to walk. I crawled. Do you know how bad that hurts when you're in so much pain to crawl and just use a bathroom, and to even sit on a bathroom hurts? And then on top of it, not even that, like, you're trying to grieve your parents, and your family abandoned you, like, through all that, just abandoned you. And then went along with the, yeah, she's oh, she must have had a nervous breakdown. Oh no, I didn't. I was of sound mind, right? Then on top of it, you're being harassed while you're living here, while you're trying to get through the darkness of having depression. And anybody, rightfully so, and the being stuck in that fight or flight mode. It took me a while. March, I regulated my emotions. I regulated my nervous system. In about March, it started regulating back to normal, to where I wasn't stuck in fight or flight, and then I started doing things, going out. And then that's when that lady started in. She started showing up. She made sure she talked to somebody at my job where I was working seasonally, so that it made everything harder. I was getting sent home sick, because not only do I have rheumatoid arthritis, right? I was currently this whole year, I've had to see like 10 different specialists and have numerous testing done, because my doctors think that I have MS. So to find out if you have MS, you're going to have to get a bunch of MRIs. You're going to have to get spinal tap. You're going to have everything else ruled out. I had to get nerve induction tests, where they stick the needles into your muscles to test. I've had 10 different specialists. I had vascular specialists. I had to get everything checked out, right? And then on top of it, they take a scan and tell me I need brain surgery, right? So I'm going through all this by myself. Imagine that. But you know what I said to my one cousin? Because I check on her every now and then, because she lost her sister recently. I check on her. She doesn't really check on me. I check on them. And I said, I realized how important what I thought was nothing was to my grandparents when they were sick. I took them to doctor's appointments, and just the presence. I don't know how many times I would have liked somebody just to come give me a hug during everything. Somebody, just to say, hey, how are you? Are you okay? I've been thinking about you. Nope. Not through everything, not through the EKGs, not through the EEGs, not through the sitting there and finding out that I might have to have surgery, and that if I do, it's going to affect certain things. None of that. And on top of it, worrying about losing my residence, and then having a woman stalking me, and then I reach out to the local police like you're supposed to do, and they tell me she's gonna have to actually harm me for them to be able to do anything. So you look at my tears and go ahead and laugh. It's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with my tears. It's okay to cry, especially through what I've been through. And it's gonna make me stronger. So, but when you laugh, make sure you go through everything from 2018 to now that I've been through. And you tell me if you'd still be where I'm at right now, if you'd be standing where I was, where I am, and as strong as I am, good luck with that, because I don't think half of you could even take a thimble full of what I've been through.